Yes, we're back, and today we'll be checking out 10 awesome jailbreak tweaks for the iOS 12 to 12.1.2 jailbreak. What's up, guys? I'm your friend BenObi, and welcome back to another video. So, most of these tweaks are actually brand new, so you might have never heard of them. Let's get into these 10 awesome jailbreak tweaks that I have been playing around with this past week. The first one being BannerCopied. So basically what this allows you to do is it allows you to copy anything on a banner. So if you hold on a banner, it will copy the text there. And we could go, for example, in here and we can go ahead and paste it, and it will actually paste whatever was written on the banner. I'm not really sure how this could come in handy. Maybe if somebody sends you a text message with a code or something, you could just copy it and paste it easily without having to like open the notification and then copying it and stuff. So I guess it has its uses. And the second tweak here is called battery percent 12. So you probably heard of battery percent X, which basically adds the battery percentage in the status bar. This one takes it a step further. It'll actually show you the battery symbol along with the actual battery percentage within the battery symbol. So it's definitely a little bit different from battery percent X, maybe a little less advanced, but it is kind of more optimized because I kept getting random resprings and freezes with battery percent X, and I don't with battery percent 12. I guess it's kind of better. It also does come with its own set of settings here. As you can see, you can actually customize the color a little bit. You can even enable it when you're in the control center, and it does look kind of weird in the control center actually because there's a bit of a gap. I don't know how to fix that, but you can also change the actual color to whatever you want if you want a custom color. I've got mine disabled. I've got mine where if it's charging, it's green and all that kind of stuff. The third tweak here is called modules. Now this is actually a new tweak, so it's a really cool one as well. This basically allows you to add some extra modules to your control center. So as you can see here, we've got my battery module where it shows the battery percentage of my AirPods, my Apple Watch, iPhone, etc, etc. You also have an activity module. Yes, I haven't been moving around that much today. And then we've also got the Siri shortcuts module, which you can just tap on. And of course, you can even disable some of them. You can choose the size of some of them, like you can tweak the size and stuff. And then simply to activate them, it's pretty simple. You just go into the control center, customize controls, and you can add them right here. Fourth tweak on the list is called ToneItDown. So you know when you like set an alarm and stuff, when you go into sounds, whenever you play a sound, it usually plays really loudly, which can get really annoying. Now, basically what ToneItDown actually allows you to do is to actually tweak that a little bit. So you can either mute the sound completely, or you can even just lower the volume. So then whenever you're setting a new alarm and you go into here, it'll actually lower the volume and it won't play it full blast. This next tweak is called Vesta, and this basically adds an app drawer to your iPhone, so similar to Android. But the cool thing with Vesta is this doesn't only work on the springboard. You can go to your settings app, for example, and you can still swipe up and go into, let's say, Twitter. We need to go into Twitter. There you go. And you can actually choose what gesture you use for like in-app gestures and stuff. So as you can see, you could have the left corner swipe up, right corner swipe up, like you can show recents, or you can choose to show favorites whenever you swipe up here. And another thing I wanted to mention is whenever you open up this app drawer, all of your apps will be in alphabetical order. Here's another tweak for your alarms. This one is called AlarmFade. Basically, this will separate the alarm audio from the ringer audio, because sometimes when you set your alarm on your phone and stuff, it will actually go off at the volume of your ringer tone. So it can get kind of annoying if you lower the ringer volume before you go to bed and then your alarm doesn't wake you up because it's way too low. And it also has another feature. Whenever your alarm goes off, it will actually fade in, and it can all be managed from within here. You can go to the alarm settings here, and it also works for timers. This next tweak is called AnimationsBeFast. This is similar to an older tweak called Speed Intensifier. This will basically kind of like cancel the animations within your phone. So as you can see, if we open settings here, there's pretty much no animation, so it'll load up quicker. It also works for the app switcher. As you can see, we go into the app switcher, boom, there you go. Open apps, boom, boom, open folder, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you can even tweak the speed within the settings here. So you can even have the animations be slower than what they actually are. I honestly don't know why he would do that, but it's always an option. You can even add other animations here, so you can disable the unlock fly-in, and you can kind of disable a lot of animations that are within iOS to make your phone, I guess, feel snappier and look faster. This next tweak is called DarkFlight, and this one basically just adds a dark mode to your test flight app. It's fully optimized, so even if you go into here, it'll all be optimized and it'll all work and all that good stuff. There's not really much else to it. It's basically just a fully optimized dark mode for the test flight app. This next tweak is called 3D More Power. This will basically allow you to 3D touch on the low power mode module from within the control center, and it'll actually bring up the side to power off toggle. But if you need to power your phone off real quick, you can easily do that just by 3D touching on here, and there you go, without having to do like the whole button thingy, which can get really complicated sometimes. And the last tweak for today's video is called ShieldXI. If you've heard of the tweak BioProtect, this is essentially that, but it's free. And of course, it's not as good, but you know, it's good enough. This will basically add the ability to lock individual apps using Face ID or Touch ID, and I also think this works with a passcode too. So basically how it works is whenever you open an app that you choose to lock, it'll ask you for Face ID, and then it'll jump into the app. I think we've got the same thing here in Messages. Opens up like that. Let's not go into the app because then, you know, messages will show. And in the ShieldXI settings here, we've got a bunch of other things you can actually do. It will actually take a photo of an intruder. So if somebody takes your phone and tries to unlock an app and they're not actually authorized to do so, it'll actually take a picture of the intruder and you can go ahead and have a look at it using files or whatever. You can even enable ShieldXI to work with folders. You can enable dark mode. And if we're going to locked apps here, you can actually select which apps you want to be locked. There is one tiny problem with this tweak, which I find a little weird. This doesn't actually work within the app switcher. So for example, we've got settings open in the app switcher and it's locked here on the home screen. If we go into the app switcher and we go onto the settings app, it won't actually ask us for Face ID authentication. But of course, if we tap on the settings app, it'll actually ask for that. So it's not really that big of a deal if you're someone who clears out their app switcher pretty regularly. But I mean, if you do want that extra security and you want the app switcher to work as well, might as well just buy BioProtect. But I mean, if you don't want to spend the money and you want to get a free tweak that does basically what BioProtect does, ShieldXI is definitely the way to go. So there you go, guys. Those were 10 awesome jailbreak tweaks for the iOS 12 to 12.1.2 Unc0ver Jailbreak. These might even work on the new Electra jailbreak. I'm not 100% sure. If you guys are interested in downloading any of the tweaks I mentioned in this video, I will link all of the repos and also put all of the names to each tweak in the description below. And of course, if you guys did enjoy this video, let me know by hitting that like button down below. And of course, if you're new, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a video. You can get to my videos early and you won't miss an upload. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Benji from BenObi Tech, and I'll catch you guys in the very next video.